Commercial real estate hiring has become extremely competitive, and a lot of people trying to land a job in this industry will submit dozens of applications before landing a single interview. But if you're trying to land a job quickly, there's a very specific process that I've personally used and have seen work consistently over the years that can help you shorten your time frame a lot to landing an offer. So in this video, we'll walk through a step-by-step guide to how I go about trying to land a real estate job in 2026 and when to take each of these steps. So the first thing I would do if I were starting this process today is start reaching out to people for informational interviews, both to learn about the industry and build connections long term. In most cases, alumni of your university will be the best people to start out with because many of these people have a vested interest in the brand reputation of the school. A lot of universities have alumni databases that you can tap into as a current or former student, but even if that's not available, LinkedIn's advanced search feature is also a great way to identify people to connect with. And by running an advanced search, you can filter by the school someone went to, the companies they're associated with, and even the city they're currently located in. So if you have a general sense of where you want to end up, this can help you identify the people who have already gotten there. Now, once you create this list of contacts, the goal is to send these people messages in your own voice and not generic AI to ask for a quick phone call or in-person meeting to hear more about their career paths and how they accomplished what they have. And this is not a time for you to ask if anyone they know is hiring or to share every single detail about your background up front. The point of this step is to help you get a better understanding of the pros and the cons of different career paths while also making yourself known among people in this industry. Now, the next step to take after you get the ball rolling with your outreach is to start building your Excel knowledge and financial modeling skills on your own. This will be a requirement for virtually every analytical role in commercial real estate, and fortunately, there's no need to go back to school or quit your job to learn these things. This could mean taking break into CRE courses or any other online self-paced training that's focused on Excel, specifically applied to real estate investment analysis. And this is important to add to your resume to help prove out your technical skills when you're ready to submit applications, but this is also an important part of preparing for the interview process itself. A lot of companies will give analyst and associate candidates an Excel modeling case study at the end of the interview process, which is usually a 1 to 4 hour in-office assessment to test your technical skills. And by getting started with this training as early as you can, this maximizes the amount of time that you have to prepare for a variety of different case study scenarios that might come up. Working through technical courses is also really helpful because this gives you an inside look into the kind of work that you would actually be doing on a day-to-day basis as an analyst instead of just learning about investment theory that might not be directly applicable to the first job you take on. Now, once you've started building your technical skills, the next thing to do is tighten up your resume by finding about 10 to 15 job postings for positions you'd want to apply for. Job postings themselves give you direct insight into what companies are really looking for when hiring candidates, and one of the best ways to improve your resume is to work backwards from those postings to highlight your skills and experiences that employers are looking for most. These jobs can also be in any city across the country, not just the market you want to work in, and your goal is to identify patterns that are applicable to most of these jobs. And from there, once you've listed these out, think about any parallel experiences you've had at work or at school or in any courses you've taken that can help demonstrate that you have those skills, even if those things aren't directly related to the real estate industry. Any sort of analytical work, Excel training, or even athletic experience can all demonstrate your ability to take on a lot of the tasks that would be required of analyst candidates in high pressure situations. And the more you can connect your resume to the bullet points on a job posting, the more attractive you're ultimately going to be to an employer. Now, after you've updated your resume, the next thing to do is create a cover letter draft that tells an employer why you're looking to pursue a career in commercial real estate. And the reason this is so important is that while your resume can tell an employer a lot about your background and your experience, it doesn't tell them what drew you to commercial real estate in the first place and what's going to keep you committed to this path long term. Especially when companies are very slow to hire, employers are not looking for tire kickers who have put very little thought into whether commercial real estate is actually where they want to be. So taking some time up front to make it clear why you've chosen to pursue a career in this industry will go a very long way towards getting your application noticed. Now, you will need to customize this a little bit for every job you apply for to make sure you're referencing specific things about each firm that you like or align with. But if you can start with a template that outlines your commitment to commercial real estate first, this will make the application process significantly easier. Now, once you've gone through all of these steps and you feel comfortable with your resume, your cover letter, and your technical skills, the next thing to do is to revisit those initial relationships you built and follow up with your contacts. This could be as simple as reaching out to share a status update on a certification or license that you earned that helps demonstrate your progress and the actions that you've taken. And if possible, an even better way to reach out is with the results of implementing a specific piece of advice that you were given by each person, which can help show that you took the conversation seriously and you respected their opinion. And at the end of this email or message, this would now be the time where it would be appropriate to ask this person to keep you in mind if they hear of any job opportunities that might be a good fit without directly referencing their company or their team. And at the same time that you're working through your second round of outreach, this is also a time when you're ready to start applying for open positions on company websites and job boards while also continuing your modeling exam prep to make sure you're ready for interview day. And while this final step will inevitably take some time, by doing these things in order, you're allowing the relationships you built some time to season and progress, and you're also making sure you have the time to get your technical skills in order before you need to use them. So if I were starting my career over again in 2026, this is the process I'd use to maximize my chances of landing a job as quickly as possible. And if you want access to resume and cover letter templates, practice Excel modeling exams, and networking scripts to help with your outreach, make sure to check out our all-in-one membership training platform, Breaking a CRE Academy. A membership to the Academy will give you instant access to over 120 hours of video training on real estate financial modeling and analysis. You'll get access to hundreds of practice Excel interview exam questions, sample acquisition case studies, and you'll also get access to the Breaking a CRE Analyst Certification exam, which covers topics like real estate pro forma and development modeling, commercial real estate lease modeling, equity waterfall modeling, and many other real estate financial analysis concepts that will help you prove to employers that you have what it takes to tackle the responsibilities of an analyst or associate at a top real estate firm. And if you like this video and want to see more content on the real estate job search, make sure to hit the like button and let me know. And let me know in the comments any other job search strategies that you've used in the past that you've also found helpful. As always, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you found this helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to see more videos like this every single week, and I'll see you in the next video.